All right, let's just jump right in, because today we are unpacking what might seriously be the most fascinating pivot in modern business history. We're looking at the story of how a seemingly boring, middle-aged tech company, literally the exact same company that used to sell your school's dusty IT department its server racks back in the day, somehow became the absolute most essential player in the entire artificial intelligence ecosystem. Welcome to this explainer on Dell's absolute masterclass in corporate evolution.
Now get a load of this staggering number. 240%. That is exactly how much Dell's stock has surged this year alone. I mean, they have officially pulled off the biggest tech comeback in history, completely shedding that old image as a legacy dinosaur and re-emerging as an absolute powerhouse. But you gotta wonder, what caused this explosive, unprecedented growth to suddenly accelerate so dramatically just recently?
Well, a massive 80% of that surge happened in just a 30-day window. And it was actually catalyzed by a specific market-moving quote from former U.S. President Donald Trump. He simply went on camera and said, "Go out and buy Dell." It's honestly an incredible market phenomenon where political endorsements are causing massive, immediate ripples across domestic tech valuations. But to really understand why Dell is positioned to capture this massive wave of attention in the first place, we have to rewind a bit.
Which brings us to Section 1, the unlikely tech comeback. We're going to trace exactly how Dell went from surviving the dot-com bubble to disappearing entirely from the public eye to eventually supplying the bleeding edge of the AI revolution.
This is literally the ultimate Phoenix Rising narrative. Just think about this timeline of Michael Dell's company for a second. 40 years. They IPO'd back in 1988. That's before most of us even had consumer laptops or the internet. But the pivotal moment? That happened in 2013 when Michael Dell took the company completely private at a $24.4 billion valuation. They essentially went into stealth mode to restructure, relisted in 2018, and have now perfectly timed this massive pivot to absolute AI dominance. Michael Dell has successfully navigated literally every single major computing transition of the last 4 decades.
So let's move right into Section 2, selling the AI shovels. Let's look at exactly how Dell fits into the modern artificial intelligence landscape right now and how they became the AI company.
Everyone knows that old saying, right? In a gold rush, the smart money sells the shovels. Well, in the AI boom, everyone recognized Nvidia as the shovel seller, creating the core GPUs. But as the smart money is showing us now, AI is flowing down the stack. Nvidia makes the chips, they produce the raw steel. But somebody has to actually assemble that steel into functional shovels and build the working mines. And that is precisely what Dell does. They sit one layer down from Nvidia, taking these incredibly advanced chips and integrating them into massive, fully functional server racks. And understand why this is so absolutely crucial. Listen to this crazy story. Just a few months ago, Microsoft reportedly had billions of dollars in highly coveted GPUs literally sitting in warehouses, just collecting dust. Why? Well, because they lack the proper power distribution, the complex cooling systems, and the precise wiring required to actually turn them on. You see, without the exact right infrastructure, a multi-million-dollar shipment of Nvidia GPUs is just a pile of very expensive, completely useless metal. So this is exactly where Dell steps in to completely unblock the industry. Dell has spent 40 years perfecting this exact process. They don't just sell you parts, they offer AI distribution as a service. It's like a 3-step process. Step 1, they secure the chips. Step 2, they integrate the custom power and that super complex liquid cooling required for these massive workloads. And Step 3, they deliver a fully functional AI factory, perfectly calibrated and ready to run. And they aren't just doing this with old tech either. Actually, to the surprise of a lot of industry experts, Dell recently beat giants like OpenAI and Anthropic to the punch. Michael Dell personally announced that they successfully deployed the very first live Nvidia Vera Rubin NVL72 rack, getting the absolute latest, most cutting-edge Nvidia hardware functioning in the wild before the major AI labs do. That is a massive testament to Dell's execution.
But you might be wondering, why are companies buying from Dell instead of just renting from Amazon or Google Cloud? Well, this is vital. It all comes down to security. Dell's target audience for on-premise AI includes major banks, hospital networks, defense contractors, and government agencies. These highly secure entities, they simply cannot send their incredibly sensitive data to a public cloud. No way. They desperately need Dell to physically print out these AI factories and build these mines directly on their own premises.
All right, moving on to Section 3, record revenue and growth. Let's see if these amazing stories actually translate into real-world dollars and cents. The answer is a resounding yes, and this number is just absolutely mind-blowing. 800%. That represents Dell's year-over-year revenue growth specifically for their brand new AI servers business unit. I mean, it is practically unheard of for a 40-year-old hardware company to spin up a new division and see 800% growth essentially overnight.
And check out the halo effect this has on the entire business. AI server growth skyrocketed by 800%, sure, but total company revenue is also up nearly 90% year over year. The AI infrastructure boom is single-handedly pulling this entire massive company into record-breaking blowout earnings. They literally just recorded their highest revenue quarter in company history. These numbers absolutely crush any lingering skepticism out there. Dell now boasts over 5,000 major corporate customers buying these server racks. And perhaps the most telling data point of the whole shebang, Nvidia itself is one of Dell's primary clients. Yeah, Nvidia relies heavily on Dell's hardware expertise to bolt their own chips together efficiently. This deep partnership has resulted in back-to-back blowout financial quarters for Dell. Let's jump to Section 4, Consumer AI Hardware, and explore how this incredible enterprise-level hardware is actually trickling down directly to consumers and smaller businesses. So if you don't have hundreds of millions of dollars to build a massive data center, Nvidia and Dell are creating unbelievable machines that bridge the gap. Take the new DGX station, for example. This is an $80,000 to $120,000 desktop workstation. It's equipped with an Nvidia Blackwell chip, and get this, it is capable of running a 1 trillion parameter AI model, meaning it can process reasoning tasks as complex as ChatGPT entirely locally. They're basically letting you put a world-class supercomputer right inside a standard office room, without needing any of that custom cooling or infrastructure.
But hey, what if you just want a laptop? Nvidia also announced the new ARM-based RTX Spark processor, which is essentially shrinking a top-tier GPU into a laptop chip. This is a real game-changer for the consumer market. Microsoft has already baked this into the Surface Laptop Ultra, featuring 128 gigabytes of unified memory and 1 petaflop of AI compute. For the first time in a long time, new ARM-based chips are finally giving Apple's maxed-out MacBook Pro a legitimate spec-for-spec competitor in the localized AI laptop space. And to pair perfectly with this new hardware, American companies are aggressively releasing incredibly fast open-source software. Nvidia just released Nematron 3 Ultra. And what's crazy is its output speed is 3 to 5 times faster than leading international open-source competitors, like China's Qwen or GLM models. Nvidia and Dell are pushing this open-source software for free, ensuring it runs optimally on their hardware, which effectively locks users into their ecosystem by providing just unmatched local performance.
Okay, let's wrap things up with Section 5, the push for domestic AI. We need to address the massive macroeconomic and geopolitical undercurrent that's driving hundreds of billions of dollars into this specific hardware investment.
We are currently witnessing a massive geopolitical shift. There's a unified, urgent push by American leaders across the board to ensure that the foundational technology of the future is physically built on domestic soil. Right now, there is a really heavy reliance on Taiwan for semiconductor manufacturing. So, to secure the future, there is this concentrated effort to bring essential AI manufacturing, assembly, and infrastructure completely onshore to the United States.
And this onshoring effort is exactly why we are seeing such explosive market reactions to government action. Like we talked about earlier, Dell jumped 37% in a single day after political praise. IBM traded up 17% following weekend remarks. And Intel? Intel is up 300% since the government took a 10% stake to boost domestic chipmaking. Regardless of your politics, neutrally speaking, the market is aggressively pricing in this domestic AI infrastructure boom. But the ultimate goal of all of this, the real reason why Dell building these servers and Nvidia releasing these laptops matters to you and me is privacy. The entire industry is pivoting toward what they call bare metal local models. Users, hospitals, lawyers, regular consumers, they simply don't want to hand their most sensitive private data, like medical records, legal documents, financial history, over to giant cloud corporations where they lose total control of it. The future is transitioning away from the cloud to owning your own hardware.
So as we wrap up this explainer on Dell's massive pivot and the future of localized computing, I really want you to think about how you plan to interact with AI as it becomes deeply personal. Are you the type of business that needs to invest $80,000 in a localized DGX supercomputer workstation? Or are you a consumer who is going to wait to run your private, secure, open-source models on a next-generation AI laptop? The hardware is finally catching up to the software, and the power is moving directly into your hands. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and definitely keep an eye on where this hardware goes next.